See that faint line? It's coming from this power supply. And when I turn this knob, it moves. That is exactly what the noise offset control is supposed to do. This is the Radioddity PS30, a compact switching power supply designed specifically for radio use. The real question isn't can it produce 13.8 volts, the question is whether it can do that without becoming a source of noise. The PS30 is rated for 20 amps continuous and 30 amps peak, which puts it right in the range for powering a typical 100 watt HF radio. You could run it at a fixed 13.8 volts or switch it into the adjustable mode and vary the output from 8 to 15 volts. On the front, you get two Powerpole connections along with separate voltage and current displays. The heavier binding posts are around the back, along with the cooling fan and AC input. It is a fairly straightforward power supply, but the layout makes sense for a radio desk. I started by connecting it to the Xiegu G90 and using it exactly as I would any other power supply. On receive, there was nothing unusual. The voltage remained stable, the display was easy to read, and the supply was not doing anything that drew attention to itself. The PS30 is a switching supply, and switching supplies have gotten a bad reputation for noise. And it can be true. A poorly filtered one can place birdies and broadband noise across the receiver. So I wanted to find any noise the PS30 made and see how the noise offset worked. I scanned around the bands, watched the waterfall, and turned the noise offset control from one end to the other. I could not find anything that was obvious coming from the supply. That was a good result, but the G90 had a relatively small display and faint narrow signals are not always easy to identify on it. So I moved over to the Hermes Lite. The larger spectrum display made it much easier to inspect a wider section of the band and watch for anything that moved when I adjusted the supply. I also terminated the receiver input with a dummy load. That removes normal signals and atmospheric noise, creating an unrealistically quiet environment where very faint interference becomes much easier to see. And around 1.8 megahertz, I finally found it. There it was, a very faint line. And when I rotated the noise offset control, that line moved. That confirms two things. First, the noise was coming from the PS30. Second, the noise offset control is not just a decorative knob. It actually works. The control does not turn the noise level up or down. It slightly changes the power supply's switching frequency. When the switching frequency changes, the interference generated by the supply moves with it. So if a birdie happened to land directly on a frequency you wanted to use, you could turn this control and move it out of the way. That makes an unusable frequency usable again, especially if you're working CW. But here's the interesting part. Those birdies were faint, very faint. I had to terminate the receiver input, use a large SDR display, and deliberately search for them. If I switched back to an antenna, they were down in the noise and not noticeable. A power supply is one of those pieces of equipment you really only notice when it causes a problem. Noise in the receiver, voltage dropping under load, an annoying fan, something that keeps reminding you it's there. So far, the PS30 hasn't given me any reason to notice it. It just sits there and powers the radio. And for a power supply, that's probably about the best compliment I could give it.